Everyone, welcome to the league results roundup for local leagues for the weekend of Saturday the 12th of June. All three leagues, all the results are on, they're all on last night. Some of the cards aren't on, but I've got a busy day today, so I'll run through them now. We're just missing 4 cards, but I'll do a stats roundup later on. So Northern League wins for Lancaster. Leyland, who bowled Netherfield out for 47. That was a bit of an odd one. Blackpool won, also Fleetwood. And then there were draws. Kendal against Garstang, Kendal 4, Garstang 10, that draw. And Morecambe against Fulwood, Morecambe 3, Fulwood 12. My game of the day, I had Longridge v Blackpool. I thought that was a decent game, that, top two. Longridge batted first, 187 for 8, and Blackpool 190 for 2 of 22 overs. So that's a bit of hammer in there. Thoroughly professional performance from Blackpool. They just brushed this wobbly Longridge side to one side. To be fair, they've had a few sticky patches of Longridge here. They're still up there, so hopefully they can pull it round. Sam Dutton, he provided the highlight with a destructive innings of 94 off 50 balls to see them home. Early finish, getting the bar, happy days. So that was Longridge against Blackpool. And performance-wise in the Northern League, Sam Dutton's 94 off 50 balls in that game. And then Simon Kerrigan at 82 for Fleetwood against Morecambe. On the bowling front, Dylan Matthews of Fleetwood, I said he might come too, didn't I? 6 for 35 for Fleetwood in their win over St Anne's. And in that game, Leyland and Netherfield, we had Lukman Vahaliwala for Leyland, 5 for 19, and Carl Cross, 5 for 24. So that put pay to Netherfield, really. Just a little aside here, Carl Cross has been playing for a long time. He's not really that old, but he's been playing for a long time, initially with Leyland Motors and then for Leyland. As an amateur, and he's normally, on the face of it, average-wise, he's normally good for 300 or 400 runs a year in the league, and anywhere between 25 and 40 wickets. Now, as an amateur player over a sustained period of time, and I'm talking about probably, I don't know, a good 15 years, getting those figures, 300-400 runs, 25 to 40 wickets in the league, in the Northern League, and usually opening the batting, they're decent figures then. So good from him. Then we go into the Palace Shield and the wins there for, obviously there's no draws in the Palace Shield, so all wins for Preston, Kirkham and Wesham, Fylde, Vernon Carus, Penrith and Barrow. We're missing 2 results in here. We're missing the results from the missing the cards from the Vernon Carus and the Barrow games. The game of the day was Fylde against South Shore, and I think it lived up to it, to be honest with you. Fylde batted first, 201, and South Shore 167 in reply. So that's quite a decent game, that. Craig Allison's 84 and Anthony Churchill's 6 for 44 was enough to secure a victory for Fylde in what was a basement battle, really. Ashley Pereira's 74 just wasn't enough for South Shore. So all the spoils go to Fylde, and we'll have a look at the table in a minute. Batting wise, there's that 84 for Craig Allison and the 74 for Ashley Pereira. Bowling wise, Jamie Hogarth 6 for 39 for Kirkham and Wesham against Eccleston. Anthony Churchill, we mentioned, that 6 for 44 for Fylde against South Shore. But performance of the day in the Northern League was Greg Cameron for Penrith in their win against Penwitham. 59 off 28 balls. And he took 4 for 25. So that's a pretty good all-round performance. And then we move on to the Westmoreland League. Wins in this. I'm just missing 2 cards. I'm missing the cards from the Sedgwick win and also from the draw between Millthorpe and Westgate. So we've got wins for Burnieside, Wharton, Arnside and Sedgwick. And then Millthorpe versus Westgate was a draw. That's Millthorpe 3, Westgate 7. And Carnforth Silverdale was a draw. Carnforth 9, Silverdale 2. Game of the day, Bear against Burnieside. Bear 129, Burnieside 130 for 5. Now the scorecard is on for this game. it marks a Burnieside player is James Elwood, but I think it's Ethan Elwood. The Burnieside Twitter confirms that because he scored 61, and then when he was in the field, he took 8 for 32 and made a run out. So that's decent figure for him. A tremendous all-round performance, and that was the difference. Burnieside getting that win to sort of lever them from the bottom a little bit. And then we'll have a look at the performances in the Westmoreland League. Ethan Elwood 6 for 61, and then he's 8 for 32 bowling. That's a brilliant all-round performance. Graham Cassidy took 5 for 35 for Heysham against Wharton. Heysham lost that game. Now that's put a dent in their title chances. But the standout performance of the day was Lee Illingworth for Arnside against ageing Arnside against Shireshead. Rolling back the years there was Lee, 133 not out against Shireshead, and that enabled them to Arnside to get the win and to push closer on at the top. Should we have a look at the tables? If we go to the Northern League, I'll just run down it again. Blackpool 101, Longridge 90, Netherfield 88, Morecambe 84. Morecambe missed a chance there to catch up a little bit. Garstang 80, Kendal 75, Lancaster 65, St Anne's 62, Fulwood and Broughton 57. They did themselves a power of good there with those points at Morecambe. That's pulled them away. Leyland 54, Fleetwood 49 and Chorley 43. So at the minute, it looks like Chorley and Fleetwood are in a bit of bother, although Fleetwood did win yesterday. Chorley, unfortunately, they were on the wrong end at Lancaster. So if we're looking at that, it's tight at the top after Blackpool. I think Blackpool are going to run away with that. Captain Fantastic. Do you know what? If they win the league this year, he might just retire. It's coming up to 50. I think he might just retire, having won the league again, and give everybody else a bit of a break. Then we down at the bottom, like I say, Chorley, it's looking a bit grim for them, and also perhaps for Fleetwood. But they could tighten it up with Leyland and Fulwood, and perhaps St Anne's, and even Lancaster could get dragged into it. Let's have a look at the Palace Shield. At the top, Vernon Carers 91, Penrith 87, Barrow 73, Kirkham and Wesham 68, Thornton Cleveland 64, Penwitham 64, Great Eccleston 62, Preston 59, Eccleston 43, Croston 37, Fylde 37, South Shore 33. So up at the top, it looks like Penrith and Barrow are catching Vernon's. So that's interesting. That's going to be a three-way battle at the top there with those three. Nobody else is going to come out of that chasing pack, I don't think. So we're looking at those three for promotion. Then down at the bottom, South Shore, Fylde and Croston all close together. And then Eccleston are going to get dragged into that. So I think it's 2 out of them 4, really. Fylde did their chances of power of good with that win. And then in the Westmoreland League, again, if you remember in the Westmoreland League, Sedbergh School are only playing half the game. So some of the positions are a bit skew-if, but we'll have a look at it at the top. Carnforth 101, not getting the win against Silverdale. That might cost them a little bit now. That's 3 winning draws they've had there, where you bat first and cart ball out, the team batting second. So lost a lot of points there. I'm not sure why they keep batting first at home, but that's what they choose to do, put pressure on the opponents. So Carnforth 101, Arnside 91, Westgate 82. They've played a game more on Westgate. Heysham 79, Sedbergh School 79, Sedgwick 73, Millthorpe 68, Shireshead and Fortin 62, Trimble 46, Wharton 40, Silverdale 34, Burnieside 26 with that win yesterday, and Bear 15. So if we're looking at the top there, Westgate have played a game more and they're 19 points behind because they've had their away game at Sedbergh. It's looking like Carnforth and Arnside at the minute. Obviously, they've got to play each other twice now, so that's maybe going to change things a little bit. Sedgwick seem to be picking up. They're down on 73. I think it's going to be interesting. There's going to be the top 2, I think, top 2 or 3, and then everybody else in a big clump. And then down at the bottom, looking grim for Bear. They can't buy a win, and they lost to Burnieside. So Bear 15, Burnieside 26, Silverdale 34. Wharton with that win yesterday, I think have pulled themselves out of it. So I think it's between the bottom three. I would say that it's going to be Bear plus one of Silverdale or Burnieside. I think it might be Silverdale. Burnieside seem to be coming to a little bit. So congratulations to them on that win yesterday. That's all really this week. What I'll do is I'll try, once the scorecards are loaded up over the next day or two, I'll give you some stats on batting and bowling, and look out for the preview show on, I don't know, Thursday or Friday, something like that. Thanks very much, guys. See you later.